Hi guys, today I made Mille Feuille. Why can't I pronounce you? I'll just put it right here what it is. In French, it's translated to 1,000 leaves. This consists of layers of puff pastry, 3 layers, and pastry cream in between, and icing on top with a chocolate design, which sorta look like, the inside parts of leaves. Here are the listed ingredients, and be sure to quickly pause. The first step is to prepare the puff pastry. You can either buy pre-made puff pastry or make your own. I'm using the one from my previous video. If you would like the link to that, I'll provide it below. Just roll it out thin enough to fill up your half sheet pan and dust it with some powdered sugar. Then cover it with parchment paper and using another half sheet pan, place it over the puff pastry, and we're going to bake it at 425 degrees until it's golden. The reason why we did this is so it'll be flat. Carefully peel off the parchment paper and cutting the puff pastry layers into 3 equal pieces. I probably should have used a knife to cut my puff pastry, but I think we're good. Next, we make pastry cream. We need some vanilla and milk. We're heating up the milk and the vanilla just until it boils gently. Stir it a little bit. Now with some sugar, flour, and 2 eggs. In another pot, we pour these ingredients in there and we'll whisk this together until it becomes light pale. What I like to do is taking my milk, I want to pour it into a measuring cup or into something I could pour it out easily. Slowly pour the milk into the egg mix while whisking really fast so nothing curdles. And you continue mixing until this becomes thick like this. Refrigerate the pastry cream until it cools down, cover it with saran wrap and let it touch the top layer. And once you're ready to use it, you could blend your pastry cream so it will become a more shiny and smoother consistency. Now we're assembling together the cake. Taking 1 layer of puff pastry, we're adding pastry cream onto it and smoothing it out. We're not using all of the pastry cream for this recipe and you'll have a little bit extra. Now placing the second layer of puff pastry and adding more pastry cream. Spreading it out evenly, running it back and forth with my spatula to smooth it out. And adding my final layer of puff pastry. For the design of the cake, we need some chocolate chips, water, and powdered sugar. Taking the powdered sugar, add the water in and stir until you get this smooth consistency. Melt the chocolate chips in 30-second intervals in the microwave. Taking the icing, pour it over the top layer of our cake and smooth it out. If you wish, you could do the top layers separately and clean up the edges, but I felt like in the end, when I cut the cake, I was going to trim the edges either way, so I didn't really care if it was messy right now. Using a number 4 piping tip, I piped out lines going the long way using the chocolate I melted earlier. And using a toothpick, running it down and wiping after each swipe. And then I'll go the opposite direction so I could create that leaf pattern. This is actually a really simple pattern. Like I said earlier, I'm going to trim this cake Be sure to have some hot water nearby to dip your knife in and clean it off with a towel. I trimmed off the sides and everything and before cutting off my cake. The secret to having nice clean cake cuts is cleaning the knife after each cut. I'm cutting in a seesaw-like motion with my chef knife. You could use a bread knife. That's what's recommended on the internet. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Visit my social media sites down below. If you have a baking emergency, feel free to contact me anywhere. I'll try to respond as soon as possible. If I'm not responding, I'm probably sleeping or eating. And watch my previous video over here.